Have you ever had someone stop you and say, "Wait, how old are you? You look way younger"? Maybe they thought you were years, or even a decade, younger than you actually are. At first, that might just feel like a compliment. But what if I told you that looking younger than your age isn't just about good genes or fancy skincare? It actually reveals something deeper, something connected to your mindset, your psychology, and the choices you make in life. People who look younger tend to share some unique psychological traits. And today, I'm going to break down exactly what those are. So, if you've ever been told you don't look your age, listen closely, because this might just explain why. Think about those people who go through the toughest storms: heartbreak, betrayal, financial struggles, personal losses, and yet, somehow, they still look untouched by time. You'd never guess what battles they've faced just by looking at them. Their secret? It's their unbreakable spirit. See, your mind is way more powerful than you think. The stress, anxiety, and emotional pain you carry aren't just in your head. They actually affect your body. They show up in your skin, your posture, even the way you hold yourself. People who seem to defy aging aren't just lucky. They've learned how to master their emotions instead of letting those emotions master them. They understand a harsh truth. Stress is a silent killer. It doesn't just steal your peace of mind, it steals your youth. Look around at those who age prematurely. Chances are, they're people who let stress take over. They obsess over failures, hold onto grudges, and live in constant worry. That mental state pushes their body into survival mode, cranking up cortisol, the stress hormone that causes wrinkles, dull skin, and exhaustion. It doesn't just make you look older, it makes you feel older too. But then there are the ones who refuse to let stress run their lives. No matter what hits them, they get back up. They take the punches, but they don't let the bruises stick around. They have this deep resilience, a kind of mental toughness that stops them from drowning in negativity. And guess what? Their faces show that strength. Their skin glows, their eyes sparkle with life, and their energy feels electric. So, if someone's ever told you that you look younger than your age, ask yourself this. Are you the type of person who keeps moving forward no matter what? Do you laugh at adversity instead of letting it break you? If yes, then you may have discovered one of the biggest secrets to staying ageless, not just on the outside, but deep in your spirit. And if you haven't mastered this yet, no worries. The best time to start is right now. Let go of what you can't control. Find strength in your struggles. Don't let life wear you down, because only you get to decide whether life leaves a mark on your soul or on your face. Now that we've talked about that unbreakable spirit, let's move on to another big reason some people seem to stay youthful beyond their years. You know how kids seem to have this endless energy and wonder? They're constantly asking questions, exploring new things, and soaking in the world like sponges. Well, that kind of curiosity is actually a powerful tool to keep your mind and even your body young. When you stay curious, you're not just filling your brain with facts. You're rewiring it to stay flexible and sharp. This mental flexibility is one of the keys to aging gracefully. The brain is like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. And people who keep learning new things tend to avoid the cognitive decline that comes with aging. But curiosity isn't just about books or classes. It's about having an open mind and a hunger for new experiences. It's about saying yes more often to the things that stretch your comfort zone. Think about it. When was the last time you tried something totally new? Maybe it's learning a new language, picking up an instrument, trying a new sport, or even just exploring a different culture. That sense of adventure keeps your brain firing on all cylinders. And here's a cool science fact for you. When your brain is engaged, it releases dopamine, a neurotransmitter that boosts your mood and motivation. Dopamine also helps protect your neurons from damage, which is like giving your brain a shield against aging. People who keep their curiosity alive often have this vibrant glow about them. It's not just physical. It's a kind of youthful spirit that shines through their whole being. Ask questions. Explore new hobbies. Watch documentaries outside your usual interests. Meet new people who challenge your way of thinking. Trust me, your brain will thank you, and so will your face. All right, let's shift gears a bit. There's another major factor connected to looking younger, and it's tied directly to how you relate to the world around you. You've probably heard the phrase, "No man is an island." Well, it's true. People who have close, meaningful relationships tend to live longer and stay healthier than those who don't. And this social factor can even influence how old you look. Humans are wired for connection. When you feel connected to others, whether it's friends, family, or community, you experience lower levels of stress and better emotional support. This directly impacts your physical health, including your skin, immune system, and overall vitality. On the flip side, loneliness and social isolation are linked to faster aging, higher inflammation, and even cognitive decline. It's like your body senses when you're disconnected, and it reacts by speeding up the aging process. But it's not just about the number of people you know. It's about quality over quantity. 1 or 2 genuine friendships can be way more powerful than dozens of shallow acquaintances. So, if you want to boost your youthful appearance, start by investing in your relationships. Call a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Make time for family dinners. Join a club or group that interests you. Volunteer. Even small social interactions release oxytocin, the bonding hormone, which helps reduce stress and promote healing. People who nurture these connections often have something special. They look approachable, relaxed, and full of life. Their faces reflect the warmth and joy they share with others. Okay, before we move on to the next big secret, take a moment and think about your own social life. Are you surrounding yourself with people who lift you up? Or do you spend too much time alone, stuck in your head? If it's the latter, maybe it's time to make a change. Because feeling connected is a game changer, not just for your heart, but for your whole body. All right, now that we've explored the power of curiosity and meaningful connections, let's talk about another huge factor that really impacts how young you look and feel. You've probably heard this a million times, but it's worth repeating because it's that important. The people who age gracefully almost always have one thing in common. They keep their bodies moving. But here's the catch. It's not about running marathons or lifting crazy heavy weights. It's about consistent, enjoyable movement that works for you. Whether it's walking, dancing, yoga, or even gardening, moving regularly helps keep your muscles strong, your joints flexible, and your circulation pumping. Exercise triggers the release of all kinds of good stuff in your body, like endorphins that make you feel happy, and growth factors that help repair tissue and even boost brain function. It also helps keep inflammation down, which is a major culprit behind aging and many chronic diseases. And here's something cool you might not know. When you exercise, your body produces more collagen, which is the protein that keeps your skin firm and elastic. So, regular movement can literally help slow down the appearance of wrinkles and sagging. Now, if you're not currently active, don't worry. Start small. Even a 10-minute walk around the block can kickstart your body and mood. The key is to find something you enjoy, so it doesn't feel like a chore. Remember, moving your body isn't just good for your outside appearance. It also strengthens your heart, lungs, and brain, making you feel more alive every day. Next up, something that might surprise you. The way you talk to yourself can influence how you age. People who seem to age slower tend to have a positive outlook on life. They don't just ignore challenges. They face them with resilience and a belief that they can get through tough times. Why does this matter? Because stress and negativity create something called oxidative stress in your body, which damages your cells and speeds up aging. On the flip side, a positive mindset lowers stress hormones like cortisol, reduces inflammation, and boosts your immune system. But I'm not saying you have to be unrealistically cheerful all the time. It's more about cultivating a balanced mindset where you accept life's ups and downs without getting stuck in negative thinking. If you catch yourself spiraling into self-criticism or worry, try to gently shift your thoughts. Instead of, "I'm too old for this," try, "I'm learning and growing every day." It sounds simple, but it makes a big difference. People who practice this kind of mindful self-talk often radiate a calm confidence that shows in their posture, their expressions, and yes, their youthful glow. Before we wrap up this section, here's a quick exercise for you. Tonight, before bed, spend a few minutes reflecting on 3 things you're grateful for, or 3 things you did well that day. This practice helps rewire your brain to focus on the positive and can be a great tool for aging gracefully. All right, now let's dive into another essential ingredient for looking and feeling younger, your sleep habits. We all know sleep is important, but it's how you sleep and how much you get that can seriously impact aging. When you sleep well, your body goes into repair mode. It's during deep sleep that your cells regenerate, your brain clears out toxins, and your hormones balance out. Poor sleep, on the other hand, messes with all these processes. It increases inflammation, throws off your metabolism, and can even accelerate wrinkles by reducing collagen production. So what's the secret to better sleep? First, aim for 7 to 9 hours of good quality sleep per night. That means sticking to a regular schedule, winding down before bed, and creating a calm, dark environment. Avoid screens at least an hour before bedtime, because the blue light can trick your brain into thinking it's daytime and mess up your natural rhythms. Instead, try reading a book, listening to relaxing music, or doing some light stretching. Also, be mindful of what you eat and drink late in the day. Too much caffeine or heavy meals can disrupt sleep, and if stress keeps you tossing and turning, consider mindfulness or breathing exercises to calm your mind. Now, if you want to take your sleep quality up a notch, think about incorporating naps, but keep them short, around 20 to 30 minutes, to avoid grogginess. Sleep isn't just downtime. It's a vital part of your daily self-care that keeps you looking fresh and feeling energized. Moving on, let's talk about one of the most overlooked yet powerful factors in staying youthful, your social circle. Research shows that strong social connections don't just make you happier, they literally extend your lifespan. Having friends, family, and community around you provides emotional support that helps buffer stress and keeps your brain sharp. Loneliness and social isolation, by contrast, have been linked to all kinds of health problems, including cognitive decline and even higher mortality rates. So invest time in building and nurturing relationships that uplift you. This doesn't mean you need a huge group of friends. Quality beats quantity every time. Even simple things like regular phone calls, group activities, or volunteering can boost your sense of belonging and purpose. Finally, let's touch on the magic of lifelong learning and passion. When you keep your brain active by learning new skills, reading, or challenging yourself intellectually, you stimulate neuroplasticity. That's your brain's ability to form new connections. This keeps your mind sharp and helps prevent cognitive decline. And when you engage in activities you're passionate about, whether it's art, music, gardening, or any hobby, it fuels your motivation and joy, which naturally shows up in your energy and appearance. So don't stop exploring and growing. Passion is one of the best anti-aging tools out there. Youthfulness isn't just about what creams you put on or how many hours you spend in the gym. It's a holistic combination of curiosity, connection, movement, mindset, sleep, social support, and passion. When you nurture all these areas, you create a powerful foundation for aging with grace and vitality. Thanks so much for sticking with me through this deep dive. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment below with your favorite anti-aging tip or what you're going to try next. Stay curious, stay connected, and most importantly, stay youthful inside and out. I'll catch you in the next video.